Hello and welcome to my review on the Dyson V10 Animal. Dyson is a company that has always intrigued me. They have always been at the forefront of innovation in my eyes, and I still find their products mostly amazing. In more recent times, they seem to be putting their technology to good use fixing problems that don't really exist, like their £400 desk light or their £300 hairdryer. But in this instance, with the V10, they've made a very bold claim, which if true, will be absolutely magical. With the launch of the V10, Dyson have announced that they are no longer going to make upright vacuum cleaners, as this V10 is as powerful as a corded vacuum. But not only have they made it more powerful to compete with the corded vacuums, they've also introduced a number of welcome design changes. The most obvious of which is this massive bin, which is now 40% larger than the V8 and the V7. They have also introduced a point and shoot feature for emptying, which makes life a whole lot easier than it was on the V7 and the V8. To do this, simply point, shoot, and empty. Pretty simple. Dyson have also revised their indicators on the base of the device down here. So you still retain the 3-stage battery indicator that was first seen on the Dyson V8, but they have also added an illuminated icon for a blockage, and they've also added an icon which tells you when you need to clean the filter, which has also been made easier. So on all previous Dyson handhelds, you'd have two filters to clean, one being before the motor, one being after. Now you just have the one filter to clean on the back of the device, which is simply twist off, and that's what you've got to clean. And then of course there are the improvements that are kind of expected from a new model. So Dyson have claimed this is 20% more powerful than the V8, despite this model only having 14 cyclones compared to the V8's 15 cyclones. Dyson have explained that the cyclones in this model accelerate air from 45 mph to 125 mph in a centrifugal fashion, and that motion separates the microparticles within the air away from the air, and you get a better clean. And the second improvement, which is kind of expected, is battery life. Dyson claim that this device now will run for 60 minutes, which is quite impressive. But they've also added another mode as well. So now you have level 1, level 2 and max mode. So presumably you get 60 minutes in level 1, but how long do you get in level 2 and max mode? So let's get this on a bench, we'll battery test it and we'll find out just how long it takes to run out of juice. To conduct my rudimental battery test, I simply pulled the trigger on the Dyson and hit start on my stopwatch at the same time. I then taped the trigger down using masking tape and waited for the device to run out of battery. No motorised head was used, but a crevice tool was added for completion. In the lowest power setting, the V10 exceeded Dyson's claimed runtime after running for 1 hour, 4 minutes and 25 seconds. On level 2, the V10 stopped after 30 minutes and 46 seconds. And on max mode, which is the mode that has been proven by Dyson to be as powerful as an upright vacuum, the V10 lasted a quite frankly appalling time of 5 minutes and 45 seconds. If you opt for Dyson's V10 Animal model, which is the one we've got here, you can expect to find a number of tools in the box, including a combination tool, a crevice tool, a soft dusting brush, a mini motor head tool which has been slightly revised since the one that I got with my V7, and a multi-full cleaner head, which is the device you'll probably be using most. If you opt for Dyson's Absolute package of the V10, you will also receive a soft roller head which claims to pick up more fine dust on hard floors. I haven't got one to show you here, but I have heard they are pretty good. So there you have it. The Dyson V10 actually exceeds Dyson's claimed runtime of 60 minutes when it doesn't have to power a motorised brush head and when it's not picking up any dirt. So that's good to know. But on the other side of the coin, on max mode, yes, it may be as powerful as a corded hoover, which it probably could replace, but only if you plan on using it for a maximum of 4 to 5 minutes. So remember, my bench test was only, there's no motorised head, it's not picking up any dirt, it's not got to do anything other than run, and it still only lasted just over 5 minutes. That's pretty poor. So as a result, I cannot say that this will replace your upright corded vacuum that you may already have. Dyson have maintained their reputation of making the very best handheld hoovers with this device, and yes, it is better than the V8, mainly due to the runtime, but replacing your corded vacuum, Not really, due to the runtime on max power. So unfortunately I can recommend this if you are buying your first Dyson, 100% get this one. But if you're upgrading from a V7 or a V8, I'm not really sure it's worth the upgrade just yet. And on that note, we'll leave it there. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up or hit subscribe if you want to continue seeing some of my content. And, well, I apologise for continuity errors in this one. It was due to the 5 to 6 hour charge times between the battery tests, so do forgive me. See you next time! So, if you enjoyed this review, click here to subscribe and be notified about my up and coming content, or click here to see another video. Thanks for watching!